Hello and welcome to a SmurDP video, and today we are unboxing, hopefully very smoothly, the new Doctor Who Steelbook. And that comes out quite nicely. Got this from HMV, and for some reason they always seem to be ahead of the game in terms of delivery. So I sometimes double order things. In fact, I actually meant to cancel my one with Amazon. Yeah, that's a little bit embarrassing because it was actually sent out. So I've got to either sell that on or return it quite sharpish. But anyhow, it is what it is. So HMV seem to be rocking things up very, very well. For me in particular, I seem to get Doctor Who quite nice in a timely fashion, and sometimes like today. This actually came yesterday. It's Sunday, and it came yesterday. I was at Comic-Con yesterday, so I wasn't going to be putting out a review at all. I didn't get back till, actually I got back at a reasonable time. It was probably about 7:30, 8 o'clock. So actually I did well driving to Wales from where I live. So, Doctor Who Season 1. We have Ncuti Gatwa's first season as the Doctor, with Millie Gibson supporting him. So we got the J card going on here. So it's brand new season releases. So it includes complete Season 1 episodes, Christmas Special 2023. Then it's got all the episodes all the way through, and accompanying unleashed episodes and exclusive special features. And then it includes more than 6 hours of additional material, including unleashed episodes, which you've already told us, so I don't know why that's there, and other specials. They might as well just finish that with other specials. I find that a bit bizarre that they have done that. So the J card is there, Season 1. So we got the Doctor on the front, who I am very excited to see. I got my Comic-Con tickets in London for November. I'm very excited for that because I actually like Ncuti's Doctor. I think he did a fantastic job. I'm not trying to be controversial here. I think the only things that I found was weird. I loved the bubble episode. I loved it. It was so subtle that I didn't understand what the issue was at the end, that I had to rewind it and then go watch it again to understand that that there is racism there. But what I didn't understand was they did that so well, and then the next episode where the Doctor is for example, I can't remember what year he was in. Let's say 1700s. I really can't remember, to be fair. He was in the 1700s, and bear in mind, I'm not all clued up with how slavery, when slavery took place. I'm not too clued up on there, but I thought there would be more of a race issue back then than perhaps in this other world. Do you get what I mean? I'm not sure if I'm making sense or what, but it just felt a bit bizarre that we went from this greatest episode where it was told so well and you felt the effects and ramifications of it, and then the next episode, nothing. It didn't make sense. I thought there was more reason for it to be in that than that. But, you know, that was my only real gripe. I remember watching the 2 first episodes, and I remember being, I'm not going to lie, I was actually drunk at the time. So I will rewatch this with great pleasure because I was sloshed, put it that way. I think the Space Babies threw me off a little bit. And I think after the Goblins, it felt a little bit too soon to do that episode, if that makes sense. I felt like that episode was maybe a little bit later, and it did feel a little bit dramatic. And don't get me wrong, I love the song and dance stuff, I really do. But it felt like that sort of world was there. And I guess that's Ncuti's world and how he portrays the Doctor, and this is how these characters wrap around him, I guess. So I think I need to rewatch this, perhaps, or find a new perspective for it. But I thought it was great. I enjoyed this season. I am actually looking forward to season 2. I do hope that Millie is more active in the second season than what I have a feeling she is at the moment. That is a bit worrying, because I felt their chemistry was great. They had a great friendship, and she had a couple of really great episodes, solo episodes. This is beautiful. Look at this. This is absolutely stunning piece of artwork. I think Lee Binding's handiwork, as always, is on this. At least I think it is. I could be completely wrong. I hope I'm not wrong, but it could be. And then inside there, these are the discs. These are the discs that you will find in the normal standard Blu-ray set as well. And they've gone back to the whole 3 on there. And then 4 on there. So you get quite a chunk of that. I know stacking is not everybody's cup of tea. Personally, I think in Steelbooks, it's all right. It works. And if you're looking after your sets, it's usually okay. And then we go back to that second episode where they are dancing on Abbey Road. Obviously, the famous Beatles cover there. And then in here, so this does actually tell you the special features. I'm not sure. Am I going to try and read this to you? It could be quite a mouthful and you could get quite bored. Maybe that's probably not a good idea as well. You can just pause it. Tells you what episodes are on each thing. By the looks of it, it's usually a couple of episodes, apart from this one, which just is probably that original Church on Ruby Road release. And disc 6, oh, well, that has all the Unleashed episodes, very weirdly. And then disc 7, oh, that's even more of the Unleashed. So actually the first 5 discs are the actual series, and disc 6 and 7 look like the bonus stuff as well. It even has the Tales of the TARDIS, the Pyramids of Mars. And funny enough, I was going to actually watch that on iPlayer the other week. So that is quite interesting. And then you have this, which has a book. I'm actually currently reading this. I've only had one issue. I'm waiting for the second issue to come through. I think it keeps getting pushed back. I don't know why. I really don't know why. But yeah, I think it's a mixed bag. I think one of the things that I was looking forward to being refreshed in, because this Doctor he has all those past experiences, but I think the idea was that he's sort of letting go of some of that baggage. But then you sometimes feel like some of that baggage does creep in here. And in New Universe, some of that baggage has been why we love the Doctor so much. You know, they've all had that at some point. So I think letting it go is disappointing. It also would have been nice to have maybe David Tennant just pop up a couple of times, even as a weird uncle. They could just be having a cup of tea and a little chat. I've also seen some videos around people thinking, just talking about the relationship between Ruby and the Doctor. You know, she doesn't... bear in mind, I would have to go back and watch this. Sometimes there's no friction where she doesn't agree with him. So hopefully, because if we think back to all Doctor companions, at one time or another, they've disagreed, or they've gone off the wagon, or, you know, in Rose's case, she saved her dad's life. You know, they've all done something or said, I don't agree with what you are doing here, Doctor. You know, and those moments are pivotal in what make that perfect blend of relationships. So apologies, this wasn't meant to be my thoughts on it. I've just kind of gone on a tangent about it, etc. So there we have it. There is the limited edition Steelbook. Let me know if you get it. Let me know if you like the Doctor still. You know, there's so much, not humming and hawing. There's so many people that have been put off the Doctor over the last sort of 4 to 5 years. So let me know, have you lost interest completely in Doctor Who? Is it time for them to wrap up, or is it time for them to continue? I hope they continue. I still enjoy watching Doctor Who. Every Doctor is different, and they bring their own uniqueness to it. So I do always enjoy it, but then sometimes I think, is it past its sell-by date? In terms of the season, I think from my experience, other than those first 2 episodes that I need to rewatch, I think it's quite successful. Oh, and the other thing, do you know the not the companion, when he goes back in past and Rogue, and they make that sort of Jack character, you know, the sort of love interest, and they wrapped it up too soon. I feel like I hope that character's still alive somewhere in the universe, because I feel like there's so much potential there, and I feel like it should have just been that first encounter, boom, and it's like a whirlwind, and you know, there's more to come. And I hope that happens as well, because when they rush things like that, and then he's upset that he's died. Are you really upset? You've just met this dude like a few hours earlier. I don't always agree with that sort of thing. So I'm hoping that they do manage to do that in a unique way. Anyway, if you like my video, do please support me by subscribing. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Thank you everybody who subscribed to my channel. Please look after yourself. Embrace the geekiness. Take care. Goodbye.